So there's another point that I talked about before, and that is that most of the advanced kata, they are not well practiced and known among the Kobudo leaders. Because the leaders, they have to teach kata, so they teach basics, Kihon, and then one or two kata, and then the training hour is over, right? So you can only do so much. So because that is the case, and because they are reinventing, changing, and manipulating the kata to their own habits and feelings and interpretations all the time, so they're changing. So they are not everybody is necessarily like on the highest level with these advanced kata. They can do a walkthrough, but like, can you perform it? Is something very, 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 very different, right? So this is the reason why many of the sensei in Okinawa themselves, they probably don't feel the need to rush to a tournament with it. And also there might be people who know it much better than them and train it much longer than them, so they have it in a much better quality. They can perform the kata in much better quality. So it's a problem. It's a problem for the honor that somebody else can do it better and knows it better. That's a huge problem because in the end they are the birthplace of Okinawa and karate and kobudo, and so they have to have the highest competency level and the highest knowledge level of all of it, any question and everything. So yeah, that's one point too. So the kobudo leaders, the kata might not be in the best shape at this point in time. So they are working on it, and maybe next time, maybe in 5, 4, 10 years, they will say, okay, let's use this kata. We can do it now too. And but there's one more point that's interesting, and that is just political or administrative reason for disallowing Taira lineage kata, or the all advanced style lineage kata. And that is that the Okinawa prefecture has temporarily employed a person as an advisor, and this person he also gives advice on kobudo. It's a leading exponent of Shorinji-ryo, of the Nakazato Join lineage, which has I think 2 kobudo kata, Tokumine no Kon and Shikianaka no Kon, not to be confused with Chin and Shikianaka no Kon. And so this person, he gives advice to the executive committee, and there's some kata that apparently have been allowed for the 2022 tournament by this sensei. For example, Sakugawa no Kondai of Nakazato Shugoro lineage, which appeared more or less on a video like maybe 20-30 years ago or so. We are at the 1980s, 1990s, where a lot of things were invented and happened, so nobody knows, is this actually a Sakugawa kata? Did it come from the famous Sakugawa, the founder of Bojutsu in Okinawa 300 years ago? Or is it just an invention, a creation, a new creation, which made use of the name Sakugawa? So nobody knows that actually. But this person I was talking about from the Shorinji, he apparently authorized the use of this kata during the 2022 tournament. The person also involves and recommends several other, let's say, modern or progressive expert of his own choice within kobudo-related issues of the prefecture. So the thing is that this sensei himself is only involved in kobudo for maybe like 12 or 13 years. So there are actually people on Okinawa which are much more knowledgeable in this in this field of expertise, and but that's the case, and that might be a reason why the Thai kata have been cut out. Administrative, political reasons, the private personal knowledge and understanding of one person who came to be employed by the prefecture as an advisor in the field of Komodo. That might be a reason. So I'm finishing this. So these are all my thoughts, and I don't know what actually was a reason, but I want you to know that this took place. And in any case, I will end this all by saying that there is no real problem with all of that, right? It's the only thing is I want to make clear, this is the status right now. This is what's going on. I want you to know this. I want you to understand this. So you cannot say, Andy, why didn't you tell us all of that? I'm just kidding. So there's no problem in accepting that these rules and regulations are valid for the 2022 World Tournament in Okinawa. Even though neither me nor you or anybody, well, most of other people know the exact reasons for this. Because in the end, it's politics. Call it sports politics, you probably hate the word. Call it traditional ritual politics. I don't care how you call it, but it's politics. And these things are decided behind closed doors. And just like it's like the royals in Britain, they don't comment, right? They don't comment why they do something or why that happens or so on. It's the same as here, They give us a facade maybe at maximum why they did something, or but most probably they just say, hey, these are the rules and regulations we set up, deal with it, live with it. So therefore there's no problem that in this tournament in 2022, that it's just a tournament that competes with a given kata, right? So if you're Taiwan lineage in Okinawa, you have only 4 kata out of 14 or 15 bo kata that you can perform. And there's no advanced kata among them. All right? That's the thing. It will probably change again in the future when someone else is in charge, right? That's gonna happen for sure, I guess. But this time it's gonna be like that. So choose your kata wisely, and good luck, everybody. Have a good Sunday. And peace, all right?